And welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals, presented by Capital One. A packed house, capacity crowd once again inside of Plainsman Park as the winner's bracket has arrived. The Stetson Hatters, the champions of the Atlantic Sun, well represented, ready to roll against the number 4 seed Auburn Tigers, playing at their home park. And the Hatter fans have made their way up from DeLand, Florida, rip-roaring and ready to roll on this Saturday night in prime time. And it is our second game of 2 here today. And NC State found a way to survive and advance, shutting out Central Connecticut. Final score of 12-0 as the Wolfpack lived to see another day. And the winner of this game advancing to the regional final tomorrow. The loser must face NC State tomorrow in an elimination affair. So glad you joined us once again alongside of Jackie Bradley Jr. I'm Roy Philpott. Great crowd, great energy. Stakes are as high as they've been all weekend for these two teams.
Yeah, they showed up again tonight after a great win last night. They're trying to see if they can do it back-to-back nights.
Well, you talk about going 2-0 to start a regional, and the numbers tell the entire story. A 2-0 beginning means 81% of the time you will advance to the Supers. That stat means everything for both of these teams, because you know if you win this game, chances are you got a great opportunity to punch your ticket into that super regional round. Well, leading the charge for Stetson tonight is the NC State transfer, Isaiah Barquette. 3 doubles yesterday against his old team, JBJ.
Yes, you could tell it meant a little something different for him. You know, he's not going to really talk about it much, but he just wanted to be there for his team, and he showed out for his team. Just missing a homer right there. Ooh, he's saying, how close that was.
3 for 4, walked a couple of times, drove in 4 runs, Isaiah Barquette. And he's got his Hatters ready to roll here tonight on the road at Auburn. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, 7-3 in their last 10 games, averaging 11 runs per contest. We talk about heaters in baseball. Auburn's on one right now.
Yes, they are. They're a dangerous hitting team. And at this home ballpark with the fans pulling for them, you can expect the barrels flying tonight.
Ike Irish ready to roll, getting the start in right field. Familiar position for him this season. It's Auburn and it's Stetson for a chance to go to the regional final. Our first pitch headed your way next. Not an empty seat in the house back at Plainsman Park. And the Auburn Tigers designated the visiting team here at home tonight. Rembert, Guevara, and Irish will lead things off. And the switch hitter, Lucas Steele. How about the home run last night? Deep into the night. In the last 14 games, he has been absolutely electric. Well, on the mound tonight for the Stetson Hatters, James Hayes, the Georgia transfer. And the sophomore right-hander gets the nod for head coach Steve Trimper.
Yeah, they're going to need to stretch him out a little bit. He's only gone over 6+ innings 3 times this season. Actually, his last start, he had a no decision. He only went 3 innings pitched. It was a shortened game because of rain, but something to kind of keep an eye on is left-handed hitters are only hitting 173 against him. That slider he has is pretty devastating.
Great crowd, great environment, and the energy off the charts. First pitch to Chris Rembert, fouled away. Underway in Auburn. Now Rembert, the freshman from Pensacola, second team All-SEC. There's 10 home runs and a robust batting average at .346. Good speed and a heck of a future here on the Plains. Nothing in 2.
Chris Rembert has been extremely aggressive the past 2 games. I'm going to say he's swung the bat on the first pitch for like 4 of his past 6 at-bats.
The last 17 games has been in that leadoff spot for Butch Thompson. Good take low and away there. We talk a lot in these games this weekend, JBJ, about getting off to a good start. And the contests we've had up to this point really haven't been that competitive. We've seen some good baseball, but Team that jumps out in front has gone on to win these contests. Rembert smacks one to center field. And there's Russell for the first out.
Yes, getting off to a great start is critical. Obviously, it helps calm the pitcher down. And like you said, teams that have gotten out pretty early tend to have been victorious so far. And as we talked about before, starting off 2-0 in these tournament formats, 81% goes on. I like those odds.
Eric Guevara, first pitch strike at 93. And we mentioned Hayes got his career started University of Georgia in the SEC. Georgia native to the Westfield School. Did offer that time. It's 0-2. Only played in 2 games a year ago for the Dogs. That was a team that made it to the Supers. They were eliminated, ironically, by NC State. So he's seen some big-time environments. He understands what it takes. Cut on and miss, and a strikeout, the first for Hayes.
Talk about how devastating that slider is. He's getting swing and miss on that pitch over 50% of the time. When you locate it like that, it's going to be hard to put the barrel on it.
Our first look at Ike Irish. Projected to be a first-round draft pick mid-July in the upcoming MLB selection process. Junior out of Michigan. Starting in right field tonight. He was in left field yesterday. Began the season as the starting catcher. Numbers tell the story at .355 and 16 home runs. Thompson told us this week he's been an absolute monster. Semi-finalist for the Golden Spikes Award, Dick Hauser Trophy. Maybe most importantly, Coach Thompson said he's made everybody around him better. That one fouled back towards the parking lot.
Earlier on when he got hurt, he really set a precedent on trying to make sure that the team got better. He wanted to get better for them. He wanted to get healthy first. And as long as the team was winning, he was cool with it.
And the 2-2 off a bounce to second. De La Cruz. Throw is high. Grabbed cleanly by Moran. And a 1-2-3 top of the first. Underway in Auburn. And the Hatters coming up to bat. Now the big news for Stetson yesterday, that 7-run outburst in the top of the first inning against NC State. That was the difference, led by the NC State transfer Isaiah Barquette. Juan De La Cruz will bat second, transfer from Virginia. And Lorenzo Meola, the ASUN Defensive Player of the Year at shortstop, hitting third once again. They will face Auburn starter Samuel Dutton. Sammy D on the mound. Senior from Southside Alabama, started his career at LSU.
What Auburn's going to need from Samuel Dutton, they're going to need him to get back to mid-season form. His last 2 starts haven't gone as well. 7 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, and 14 hits.
So Dutton completes his warm-up tosses. And Isaiah Barquette climbs in the box. First pitch at 91. Barquette, the junior from the Sunshine State. His father, Andy, played at NC State. Pro ball for about a decade. And became a hitting coach for the Red Sox, the White Sox. Several stops along the way. 0-2. Emotional day for Isaiah in his return against his previous team. And you want to talk about responding. Well, it's one thing to get amped up and to be ready, overhyped for a game. It's another thing to be that way and then to back it all up with one of your most productive games of the season. You go 3 for 4. You smash 3 doubles. You drive in 4. And it's the first time a Stetson player had 3 two-baggers in a game. 6 seasons.
Yeah, Isaiah doesn't talk very loud, but when your actions are doing the talking like it was last night for him, that's the best feeling.
A very loud bat. He came close to hitting a home run on one of those doubles that smashed off the wall. 0-2 from Dutton. Dribbles foul. Yeah, we were talking during the break, not even really thinking about it. First 3 games here in Auburn this weekend. Team that jumped out to the lead went on to win the game. Auburn last night against Central Connecticut State. 4-0 bottom of the first. Held on to win 9-5. Go back to game 1 between Stetson and NC State. 7-run first inning for the Hatters. They win 11-2. And our game earlier today, NC State, 2 runs in the top of the first inning and a 12-0 shutout win over Central Connecticut. 2 hops to short. Snow is there. And we saw Eric Snow at second base last night. He's at shortstop this evening. And Rembert now shifts over to play in that 4-hole.
Fabian out tonight, feeling a little sore, but what to be expected. He got ran into.
It's a hard tag, right?
Yeah, it was a hard tag.
Here's De La Cruz. Began his career at Virginia. Sophomore from Jersey City. A first pitch strike from Dutton. Dutton was able to watch what Paul Skeens was able to do 2 years ago as LSU won the national championship. I think just being around a pitcher with that kind of talent and work ethic, just watching, you're going to learn something almost automatically, I would think.
Definitely, you're bound to learn something. There's something about just being able to just sit back, watch, and to see what makes certain pitchers or certain guys tick.
And you're watching greatness. I mean, Skeens went from the SEC to the majors.
He's doing pretty good up there.
I'd like to see you in the box against Skeens.
I'd like to see that too. I don't know how it's going to fare, but
Snow slid down deep in the hole, makes the play. Okay, Eric.
Snow says it doesn't matter where you put me. This glove works regardless.
Made that look easy.
He did. He's an athlete.
Played at South Florida for a couple of seasons. He's the AAC Defensive Player of the Year there. Well, think about it. You got the A-Sun Defensive Player of the Year this year for the Hatters. Renzo Miola at shortstop. He's up to bat. And you got the former AAC Defensive Player of the Year at shortstop for Auburn, in the form of Eric Snow. Going to see some leather flashed around the 6-hole tonight.
Yeah, you might want to stay away from the shortstop position if you're hitters, because those guys can pick it. Try somebody else.
Snow making just his 7th start tonight. Over at short. This time to third. Guevara. And they'll say it went foul. Boy, that was close. I mean, that was close.
Stayed fair a long time.
Kicked right off the seam into foul territory, but right over third base, JBJ.
He has a better angle than I do.
Zach Neff over there is the third base umpire. Nate White calling balls and strikes behind home plate. Here's Miola. And the 1-2 from Dutton. Struck him out. The punch out. The first for Dutton. And the Auburn faithful to their feet. 1 inning in the books on the Plains. Top of the 2nd inning. Scoreless first in the books. First time all weekend we've had 1, 2, 3 frames, top and bottom of a single inning. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott here at Plainsman Park. I can tell you're hyped. Like this game tonight, both teams have won. We had 7,347 fans here yesterday. That was a new Auburn baseball record. There's more juice in the building, it feels like, so far tonight. Shift in play for Cooper McMurray.
This game is important. We talked about it. Both teams 1-0. It's not going to be the end of either team if they lose. But the crowd know how essential this game is.
All 7 batters tonight have seen first pitch strikes. 0-2 to McMurray. Cooper played his first 2 seasons at Kansas. Fouls back the next offer. Big thing for Coop. It seems like the ability to get to the weight room in the fall. He lost about 30 pounds, put on some good weight, and according to Butch Thompson, been a bit of a different player this go around. 327 hitter.
Anytime you can lose weight but also gain strength, I don't really see many negatives to that.
Yeah, he couldn't practice in the fall, wrist injury, and so just did what he could in the weight room. Slammed to right field, and that'll get all the way to the wall. McMurray rounding first and heading to second. Taylor came up with it, but too late, and Auburn in business. 16th double of the season, leadoff man aboard for the Tigers.
Tried to come inside, attack him, getting hands through. Speaking of weight room, that's a strong man.
103 right off of the bat. And the Tigers with a runner in scoring position. Here's the switch hitter, Lucas Steele. Home run last night to right center field. A ball that was absolutely torched. And that moment came at a critical time. Tied at 4, and Central Connecticut had bounced back after trailing early 4-0. Some 432 feet later. Not sure that ball has landed yet.
It's definitely the loudest ball that I have heard this tournament yet. It caught me off guard.
Yeah, both of us. To short for the first out. Lorenzo Miola.
Great base running right there by Cooper McMurray, knowing that, you know, he could be shifted up the middle. Not trying to be in a rush, to be in a hurry to get to the next base. You're already in scoring position.
Eric Snow, 302. Junior from Forsyth, Georgia. Transfer from South Florida. Snow 2 for 3 yesterday in that win against Central Connecticut. Blue Devils have been eliminated. That happened earlier today against NC State. And they were shut out 12-0. Ripped fair down the left field line. The Tigers will be on the board first. Here comes McMurray. Eric Snow, the one-out double. And the Tigers grab the early lead. 13th double of the season, bringing home McMurray. And what was that we said about getting off to a good start?
It's going to be critical. We'll see how the boys handle it, but as you said, the team that has gotten off the scoring first has typically turned out to be victorious.
Bub Terrell, the freshman. Another top prospect signed by Butch Thompson. Yesterday was 2 for 3. He drove in 3 runs. You look at some of his numbers compared. Others, the first year in an Auburn uniform, have done, and they shape up fairly well. Chris Rembert, the top of the order, certainly the same thing can be said. Pitch number 25 from Hayes. Strike 2. And a double by McMurray. Line out by Steele. And then Snow with a double to make it 1-0. Auburn trying to get back to Omaha. Last visit there in 2022. Fastball upstairs. And JBJ, you start to look at the last 10 games and the record that we showed you and the number of runs that have been scored by this team. On average, 11 per contest. 7-3 over that time frame. And those are the kinds of teams sometimes that figure it out, reach the Men's College World Series, and make a little bit of noise out in Omaha.
Honestly, that's what it is truly all about, figuring it out at the right time. You want to start playing your best ball towards the end of the season to hopefully catapult you into that Omaha.
Up the middle, line into center field for a base hit. Snow will come around to score. It's 2-0 Auburn.
Tell that the Auburn lineup is hunting that fastball, and they're turning on it. The only person that's hit it the other way so far is Lucas Steele, and it was still a line drive. They are really bearing down on his fastball. I can see them, Mr. Hayes, starting to work the off speed in there a lot more often coming in the near future.
3 doubles in the inning. 2-0 Tigers. Here's Chase Fraley. Hard-hitting catcher. And this one gobbled up by Moran at first. Covering is Hayes for the second out. And advancing to third is Bub Terrell. Stetson and you're James Hayes, you're trying to find a way to get out of this inning as quickly as possible. Get that offense right back up to bat, home half of the second. And if you're Auburn, you're just trying to pour it on the way that you have in this recent run. Crystal Carter takes low and away. It's the start in center field tonight. Sophomore from Oak Ridge, North Carolina. He started his career in East Carolina. Good athlete, leads Auburn with 14 stolen bases this season. 2-0. Now Louisville has jumped out in front of Vanderbilt, the Nashville Regional, early tonight. Commodores perfectly comfortable trailing, even late.
Yes, they are. They have a flair for the dramatic.
5 straight home games, including last night in the comeback win against Wright State, where they've trailed. And it's been Vanderbilt that has won all 5 of those games.
You can pitch it and you get the timely hitting, they're not going to do anything to hurt themselves.
Line to short. There's Miola to retire the side. Tigers with 3 doubles, 2 runs. Home after the second coming up for the Hatters.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Pedro's parents planned for adventure, but they didn't plan for him to make a new best friend. You were made to get more than you bargained for. We were made to help you save on packages. Expedia, made to travel.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One here at Plainsman Park. The Auburn Regional, Game 4. And take a look at what's happening up in Nashville. We just mentioned it a few moments ago. The #1 overall seed, Vanderbilt, trailing Louisville, top of the second inning, Hawkins Field by a score of 1-0. And Wright State found a way out of that first elimination game. And for the Raiders, opportunity loss yesterday. You got your ace on the mound in Nashville, Music City, throwing a no-hitter. Gets yanked out in the 6th inning. Vanderbilt comes back. Go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 8th as Moran grounds out to Rembert at second.
Sometimes that change of pace gets a team going. They just want to, I don't know whether it was going for rest or at times certain teams are like, whew, we're glad he's out of here. We get to see something different.
I mean, pitcher came in out of the bullpen. First 2 batters, home run.
Hate to see it.
Foster Apple, the freshman, got the start in left field. First 2 games here in Auburn this weekend. Guevara. 5 up, 5 down for the Hatters. Stetson team that won the Atlantic Sun Championship, albeit in kind of a controversial way. They claimed the regular season title and then ran roughshod over the A-Sun tournament until that final day. They had to face Florida Gulf Coast JBJ, and the game was in the 7th inning. They were down 6-5. Bad weather poured in. FGCU was going to have to beat Stetson 2 times that day to claim the automatic bid out of the A-Sun. The rain never let up. There was lightning in the area at the A-Sun tournament. And so around 10 o'clock at night, when they still had to finish that game and potentially play another, Florida Gulf Coast won the first game, and they had that 6-5 lead with 2 innings to go. They didn't have enough time to get in those 2 contests. Commissioner called both head coaches down to home plate and said, here's what we're going to do. You guys are going to be declared co-champions of the tournament, but it will be Stetson, by the rules of the league, that claimed the automatic qualifying bid to the NCAA tournament. Jordan Taylor Ball and a strike.
FGCU, they won that battle by winning that game, hopefully trying to push it to that second game. But Stetson won the war, and they're here.
You wouldn't want to be the commish to have to go down and talk to both coaches and say, these are the rules. We don't have enough time. We can't finish the championship. ASUN has to have that bid in by 11:59 that night. And the rain never let up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the commissioner is glad that they had everything in writing and not having to deal with the guessing game with the coaches.
Line foul. And Steve Trimper coaching over there at third base. He told the story to us, and of course we read about it before arriving here in Auburn, and you feel terrible for FGCU. There has to be some sort of protocol in a situation where weather prevents you from playing for that duration. And for FGCU, just a bit unlucky this year, but Hatters won the ASUN regular season championship at 24-6 in the league. And it was a new year with new divisions, trying to lessen the impact of travel. And that apparently worked out quite nicely. It worked out very well for Stetson. Fly ball right center field. Back is Irish, and he's there. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 frames for Dutton. And it's 2-0 AU.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives. Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Chloe and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Welcome back to the Auburn Regional. 2-0 our score here at Plainsman Park with Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, the head coach of the Stetson Hatters. ASUN champion Steve Trimper joins us now. Coach, on the mound, you got James Hayes. What's the plan, and what have you seen from him so far tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Jim's going to attack. I mean, I like he's throwing a ton of strikes right now. You know, a couple of those last inning got up in the zone a little bit, but he's been attacking the zone really well. And you know, we want to make sure we don't give him anything free. You know, this is a really good hitting team, and we got to be able to pound the zone.
Speaking of pounding the zone, Samuel Dutton has been pounding the zone, and I know you have a very aggressive team when the ball is in the zone. Do you continue to tell the guys, like, hey, like it's good that you're being aggressive. Obviously, you don't want to get out early in the counts, but sometimes they get through. Do you tell them to take a couple more pitches, or keep them being aggressive?
We're really hunting the fastball. That's really what it is. We're trying to hunt the fastball up a little bit and trying to, make some noise on that. He's not a big walk guy. I mean, look at the strikeout to walk ratio. He does pound the zone. So we're going to have to see the ball up and try to hunt that fastball and get in hitters' counts is what's going to happen. JT just did that right there, where he got himself to a 3-1 count, and then obviously a 3-2 count, put a decent swing on the ball, just missed it. But we got to keep continuing to do that.
Rembert flies out to left center field. Coach, a different atmosphere tonight compared to yesterday. Enjoy the rest of this one.
You got it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Steve Trimper, head coach of the Stetson Hatters, the ASUN champs. And Rembert put a charge into that for a moment in front of this capacity crowd. And joking with Coach before we brought him on. That 11-2 win against NC State yesterday. People here, but nothing like what it is tonight. Record crowd last night, and I assume, JBJ, this one's going to get pretty close to 7,000 plus once again.
For sure. They're coming out, they're supporting. Their boys are winning, and they're playing good ball right now.
Here's Guevara. Trip. And I mean, even out on that parking deck, they are locked and loaded. You know, we told you about the temporary bleachers installed out there towards right field, and we got a great tour of the entire facility earlier today. There's part of what's happening.
It's free 99 actually over there in the parking deck.
I mean, even 2.5 hours before first pitch, they started lining up outside of Plainsman, trying to take in the sights and sounds in this Auburn team that is the #4 national seed, is tied for the highest postseason mark in school history. Good piece of hitting that time by Eric Guevara, and his first hit of the weekend into right field. And it's Ike Irish time once again. I think you said it best. Every ball he hit yesterday was hard, even the outs.
So, you know, when you're really seeing it well, you might not always get the results, but you feel a lot more comfortable going back to the dugout sometimes, knowing that you did all you could do and you barreled it up.
Smacked right in front of home plate. And foul.
I hope that's a challengeable play. I'm not sure.
Now Perez came out behind home plate thinking that that ball was in fair territory. I think it smacked right off of Irish, right out of the box. And let's see. Steve Tremper wanted to talk about it a little bit more with home plate umpire Nate White. That angle was tough to see. Well, Perez getting the start behind home plate after Salvador Alvarez got the start yesterday for Gonzalez. He's pitcher of the year. That changeup was so dominant in that win against NC State. Ball 2 to Irish. Auburn not a big running team. Guevara with 2 stolen bags this year. You know, for Ike Irish, turning point in the season, fractured scapula. He talked about it in a very common, transparent way with us 2 days ago. He said that enabled him to press that reset button. Before the injury, 278, 1 homer. Afterwards, 385 with 15. Talk about being locked in. Inner half and a called strike, a full count.
I think that goes to show you how important the mental side of this game is. He didn't like that pitch right there.
Payoff coming from James Hayes. Sent in fair territory right on top of the right field line. Irish digs for second. The wave around Guevara. And just like that, it's 3-0 Auburn. Irish with a 1-out run scoring double down the right field line. #12th double of the season for Ike.
Big swing from a big-time player. That ball was barreling down. He was able to chop it right over the first base. And yeah, trips coming around second base. I know Auburn's thankful it didn't hurt anything. He was going 3. Just happened to lose his footing a little bit.
Ends up being his 12th double, the campaign. Already 4 doubles off the bats of Auburn hitters tonight. McMurray out in front. Yeah, he was thinking about 3 bags.
Yeah, he was going to make 3 bags. Sometimes your chest gets a little out front of the legs and start digging for it a little bit harder than you typically would.
He's got 2 triples this year. Now standing off of second base. McMurray towards the War Eagle wall. It's high off the top. Irish comes around to score. McMurray a double. His second of the ball game. Hayes is pounding the strike zone, and Auburn is making him pay for doing so.
Yes, they are. Seems like double after double after double. A lot of extra base hits early on. Another 2 runs in this frame so far.
10 of Auburn's 19 hits this weekend have gone for extra bases. And here comes Daniel Latham with activity in that Stetson bullpen. Saw Justin Solamine getting loose, and let's see what the conversation will be like between Hayes and Latham. Meanwhile, the party fully underway in the Auburn dugout.
Nice DJ. DJ, my DJ.
Saxon Roberts keeping things loose. And doing so early for the Tigers. Lucas Steele. 9 home runs this season, including 1 last night. Top of the plate for ball 1. Steele began his career at Sanford and was the SoCon Freshman of the Year, 2023. Started 54 games last year with the Bulldogs. Now with the Tigers. Impressive campaign. And perhaps playing his best ball late. 3 straight out of the zone by Hayes. And you can feel the Auburn avalanche coming. Runners now at first and second. And the first walk issued by James Hayes.
Coming in bunches as well. 6 hits, 5 doubles.
Fastball in 92. Already 4-0. The number 4 national seed Auburn Tigers. Remember, this is a team 2 years ago went 0-2 in its own regional. We talked to Ike Irish this week. There's a player here that yet to win a game in the postseason. Diving grab made out in right field by Taylor. And that'll save a run.
Talk about saving a run. That probably saved 2 runs. That gets by him. That's clearing the bases for sure.
Jordan Taylor, the junior right fielder for Jacksonville. Florida State transfer. Nothing easy about that play with 2 runners aboard. Bub Terrell's 1 for 1. Double and an RBI. 3 hits this weekend. You got Bub batting 7th for Butch Thompson. He did offer. Peel down to third base. And Zach Neff. Confirmed the count should be a ball and a strike. Winner of this game tonight punch their ticket to the regional final tomorrow night. You win that game, you're off to the Supers next weekend. And if it's the Tigers, that would be best of 3 series right back here on the Plains. Win that, you go to Omaha. 2 balls and a strike to Bub Terrell. Inside. McMurray at second, Steele at first base. 2 away for Bub Terrell. And a good take. Auburn has the bases loaded. Second walk in this inning by Hayes. And here comes Chase Fraley.
The catcher, number 34, Chase Fraley.
And here comes the pitching coach, Daniel Latham. James Hayes will see his night come to an end. And a critical moment in this one. Auburn already with a 4-0 lead. The bases loaded, 2 outs. Tell you about the new Stetson pitcher after this.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Welcome everyone to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series.
'Cause here I come, I wear it all on my sleeve, so everything you see shows you where I'm from.
Bolts back and makes the catch! Somehow hung on! Back-to-back jacks!
More, can you believe it?
984 miles from Auburn, Alabama to Omaha, Nebraska. The Men's College World Series underway June 13th. The Tigers hope that they make their return this year to that World Series, and they've got to win this Auburn Regional to get there. That means beating Stetson tonight. You have to find a way to handle winner of NC State and/or Stetson with a victory this evening in one of the next 2 games, that regional final tomorrow night. And this time tomorrow, you look at the time, and if one of these 2 teams ends up running the table, they have a chance go ahead and punch that ticket into that super regional round next weekend. Justin Solimine, the new pitcher, the senior from Connecticut. 3-2 record, his 24th appearance of the campaign.
Working mainly out of the bullpen. He does have 3 starts on the season, so I'm sure they're going to want as many innings as they possibly can from him to try to keep this game in check.
Began his college career at Manhattan. 4 years there. And he comes in with the bases loaded as time is called. And a violation will make it 1 ball, no strikes. So that time, Solimine unable to begin that delivery fast enough. Popped up right behind second base, drifting into center field. Landon Russell is there to retire the side. The Tigers add 2 more and now a 4-0 lead headed to the bottom of the 3rd.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Well, the Auburn offense already cooking tonight back at Plainsman Park. Steve Tremper, the head coach at Stetson, rallied his team right around him in the heart of that dugout. And that conversation lasted, I would say, well north of about 30 seconds. And you saw the very end there before he trotted back out onto the playing surface, coach at third base. And he's got to deal with Sammy D. And Dutton's been dealing so far, 6 up, 6 down.
Yes, he has. He's filling the zone up. That's what he has been doing for his past 2 starts. He's either gonna throw strikes early and you're gonna hit him, or he's gonna get you out quick, fast, in a hurry.
Off speed on the outer edge. Strike 1. Evan Griffiths, Hatter's hitter. 2 for 3 last night. Scored 3 times. It was kind of unexpected offense for a player that was hitting around 210 before last night's game started. I say last night, it was yesterday afternoon. The first game of this regional. Swats that one into right center field. So the first base runner of the game, and Irish unable to come up with it cleanly. And that's going to enable Griffiths to race to second. All right, so whatever Steve Tremper had to say down to the dugout at least pays dividends. The first hitter.
Sure does, and Griffiths is staying hot. Probably said something like, they might have the home crowd.
What did you see there with Irish in right field trying to come up with that baseball?
Irish just tried to cut it off. He made a sliding play for it, kind of caromed off of him. But he was just trying to keep him at a single. It was going to be a double anyway, but he wanted to give his best effort. 9th
double of the season for Griffiths. And it settles in low to Landon Russell. Remember, Irish started the season as a catcher. Fractured scapula moved him out to the outfield. We saw him last night in left field, tonight in right. That's where he's been more times than not since that injury.
Definitely getting more comfortable out there day by day. Athletes like that, though, they figure it out. They figure it out fast.
Fouled away, it's 1-2. Eric Snow has now shifted over to third base. And Derek Fabian on the field for the first time tonight at shortstop. That switch coming for the start of this inning. Fabian got the start there yesterday. Outside for ball 2. The first hit of the game for the Hatters. Landon Russell, a Alabama native, right up the road in Phoenix City. Close to home, 3-2. Another transfer from a Power 4 institution. Common theme with this Stetson club. Started his career at Florida. Able to check his swing, and now runners at first and second. No one out in the third. And the first walk issued by Dutton.
It's only his second walk in his 3 appearances.
So here come the Hatters. Pardon me?
That was Samuel Dutton, that is. He only walked 1 batter his past 2 appearances.
So he's been in the zone.
He stays in the zone.
Yeah, Sam Dutton mentioned that career at LSU. Won the national title 2 years ago. You add that to your roster this year and trying to get back to Omaha. Perez takes outside for ball 1. I mean, Dutton earned a spot in that weekend rotation, the Bayou Bengals, as a true freshman. You talk to him about his pitching philosophy, he'll be the first to tell you, you don't have to throw hard to be successful. Perez lays down the bunt. And the sacrifice. Go 1-4. Both runners advance, and now 2 in scoring position. A big moment for the Hatters. Trailing by 4. And the lineup turns over with Isaiah Barquette, arguably your hottest hitter, digging in right now. Quality AB there for Danny Perez to get that bunt down.
Great team at bat right there. Getting 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out.
Got Griffiths at third. Russell at second. Strike 1 to Isaiah Barquette. He'll take a deep breath, collect himself somewhat. I thought it was a great quote that he gave the local media here yesterday after that performance against NC State. Chopped over to second. That's going to bring home a run. It's now 4-1. Barquette with an RBI. As Griffiths touches home plate, and a productive out. Advancing to third in the process is Russell.
Back-to-back quality at bats. You want to chip away 1 at a time.
But just to finish that thought, Barquette talked about his time at NC State facing his old team and referring to his current team as his friends, his brothers, and just went in depth about what it meant to play baseball at Stetson. You have 3 doubles in a game against your old squad. And have a little more eyeballs on you afterwards. And just said, you know, it didn't work out at NC State. I'm where I belong in DeLand, Florida. De La Cruz takes low to even the count.
To add to that, he talked about how they hang out. They laugh together. They dance together. They even sometimes cry together, depending on the situation. That's love.
That's heat.
By you, yes.
Hatters on the board looking for more. Auburn fans on their feet again. Done with one strikeout. This one gets away the moment from Freilich. They retrieve it quickly. And Russell unable to do anything at third base.
Those tennis skills coming into play right there.
Your guy Chase Freilich?
Yeah.
You guys are pretty tight after this weekend.
Woo.
More on that in a minute.
Getting closer by the minute.
Did you talk to him today?
I did.
2-2 to De La Cruz. I think you talked to everybody today.
I did a lot of running this morning.
A lot of maneuvering.
Yeah, sometimes when you don't have 4 wheels, you gotta use those 2 legs.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball to short. Dug out beautifully. Fabian checks in and makes an enormous play for the Tigers in the 6th hole. Hatters add a run. It's 4-1. 3 innings complete on the Plains.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio. Elio.
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. A 4-1 lead for the home team, the Auburn Tigers, over Stetson with Jackie Bradley Jr. I'm Roy Philpott, the head coach at AU, is Butch Thompson. He joins us now. Samuel Dutton, what have you seen so far from him out there on the mound, Coach?
Maturity, a guy that's been in the postseason before and just, moving it around, making pitches, sinking it in enough, throwing enough breaking balls, and we've played really good defense behind him.
How important is it for your guys to get to 2-0 tonight?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just look at regionals, every one of them, all 16 of them, and historically that second game is it makes it to where you got one game to have to win one, and it's never over. I hear the coaches that's already dropped a game, and I've been a part of everything too. You keep trying to win the next game, but it's called a driver's seat, and the job's not done, and everybody fights for this 1-0 game.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck rest of the way.
Thank you, guys.
81% of the time, a team that's ahead 2-0, their respective regional, punching their ticket to the Supers. It's a big deal mathematically, statistically, in terms of probability. It's all right there. Crystal Carter will lead things off.
Yeah, you don't even have to be a math fan to know how important that is.
Are there really math fans out there?
Yes, I am one of them.
You're a math fan?
Yes, I like numbers.
Rope to third, picked cleanly at the hot corner by Barquette.
Not only can he swing it, he can pick it. Call it a hot corner for a reason. There's not much reaction time. You're allowed there.
Trying to figure out who's more businesslike right now, Butch Thompson or Isaiah Barquette.
I think they're equally locked in.
Very much so.
What they want to accomplish.
Back to the top of the order, and Chris Rembert. Marquette just drove in the lone run of this game for Stetson moments ago. Ground out to second base. Rembert's 0 for 2. Had a hit yesterday in the win over Central Connecticut. CCSU, the first team to be eliminated here in Auburn. Rembert over to second. And dug out beautifully by Moran. Well, De La Cruz made that one a bit interesting. There's 2 away. Well, Solamine has come in out of the bullpen and done a nice job. Now Derek Fabian batting second. He came on in place of Guevara. Got the start third base tonight. Bunts it up in the air, and Solamine unable to corral it cleanly. Doesn't make the throw, and with 2 outs, Auburn another runner aboard on the infield single.
What you got right here, you got a little lob wedge right here that back spins and sits on you. You expect it to hop up. That check spin works every time.
Well, big deal not only to extend the inning, I should say, but to extend it for Ike Irish. Irish down the left field line. And slicing foul. Well, Fabian got the start yesterday at shortstop and did have a hit after a couple of early strikeouts. Now at first base, sizable lead. To deep left field and a mile in the air. Who wants it? Finally, it'll be claimed by Landon Russell right in front of Apple, his left fielder. We'll have a brief conversation. Sides retired. Still 4-1 Auburn.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch. Only serious about flavor.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec. Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, you're so back.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
4-7-0 for the number 4 national seed Auburn Tigers. 1-1-0 for Stetson. As Lorenzo Miola will lead things off and line the first pitch into left field. Leadoff man aboard for the Hatters, and Miola with another knock. ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals for round-the-clock multi-game coverage. Scan that QR code right now. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with squeeze play. Well, Miola's certainly a good-looking hitter this weekend. 2 knocks yesterday, his first against Auburn this evening. And Landon Moran takes strike one.
He's been a pretty good hitter throughout the whole season. 318.
Moran, the slick fielding first baseman. How impressed have you been with him?
He's smooth over there. I was watching him before the game during their infield practice, and he makes it look very effortless. It even kind of makes me a little jealous.
That's saying something. Doing that to Jackie Bradley Jr., MOP of the College World Series in 2010. Back-to-back national championships. How many games did you guys win in a row in the postseason?
Postseason, 22 straight postseason wins.
That is impossible. That'll never be duplicated. Moran, a charge into this one. Off the War Eagle wall. Gunning for third is Miola. Retreating back to first is Moran. Now, one of the longest singles you're going to see in this ballpark. It's played perfectly by Terrell over in left field. But Stetson threatening once again.
Yeah, it's almost like he's played here before. Barehands it. He already knows this is a low risk, high reward type play right here. He knows that it's technically a double for the most part. If he's able to barehand it off the wall and get it in quickly, he's able to keep the double play in order.
A mound visit in order here. And they'll talk things over with no activity whatsoever in the Auburn bullpen. Everett Tiefer, the pitching coach for the Tigers. And they'll start to stretch things out a little bit. 4-1 ball game. Big moment. You got two aboard, no one out. And tell you what, after Steve Trimper gathered his team in that dugout for the start of the last inning, they scored their first run shortly thereafterwards. It's been a different approach from what we can tell against Sam Dutton.
I'm not sure if it's actually been a different approach, but it seems to be his message got across. They still have been hunting the fastball, like he mentioned, and they're falling, and they're hitting it hard too. These aren't like little cheapies.
Miola the single, Moran a single, and it's Foster Apple time. Looks interesting for Auburn at the end of the regular season and what occurred in the SEC tournament. You got a little extra time to try to reset before the NCAA tournament. And we asked the team about that 2 days ago, and the response was, well, we practiced really hard and prepared for a lot of game situations. Ike Irish said, we got after it. There was no letting our foot off the gas here. The way they've started, that certainly appears to be the case.
Yeah, it's sometimes very difficult, though, to replicate game speed, though, during practice. As hard as you feel like you're going, sometimes the game kind of speeds up on you much more faster than practice. Practice is there's no, there's no consequences, so to speak. But during the game, your mind is bumping.
We talked about as broadcasters yesterday. You really can't get better as a broadcaster by practicing to be a broadcaster. You actually have to broadcast. 5-pitch walk. Great takes by Foster Apple. And the Hatters have the bases loaded, trailing 4-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Jordan Taylor due up to bat. Second walk issued by Dutton. Last two outings had only walked one combined. What a moment for Jordan Taylor. Junior out of Jacksonville.
They're buying into that approach. They're laying off of everything low.
Big cut. Just trying to give the Hatters the advantage right there on one swing. 7 home runs this season for Taylor. Mentioned he's from Jacksonville, began his career at Florida State. First year with the Hatters, second team All-A's son. Fouls it off his foot. 0-2. See Apple over there at first base. Moran was at second. Miola at third. You want to win a regional like this on the road, you come up with a big hit in a moment like this. Dutton appears to be unfazed. You got Fisher getting warm. Cade, the left-hander. Taylor does have a grand slam this season. Got away for a moment from Frelick. He'll chase the runner, Miola, back to third base quickly. Brilliant pick again by the freshman catcher.
That's a little bit longer than a short hop. It was close. He was able to corral it.
Ball and 2 strikes. Dutton delivers, and a flare to center field, and it gets down. Here comes Miola, 4-2 Auburn. Right behind him is Moran, and the throw, and it's in time. We see you, Ike.
Great backup by Ike. And what makes it so difficult for Landon to score on this particular play was him having to make sure that the ball wasn't.
The ruling on the field is that the runner is out at the plate. Stetson is challenging the ruling on the field.
So there's a lot in play here at home plate, and you wonder if Steve Trimper is considering the notion of obstruction as the throw comes in. An incredible play by Ike Irish, as you indicated. The throw was there, and you see Moran coming in.
Started off Carter trying to make a unbelievable play. Ike with the great backup and an even better throw.
And you see the foot smash into the knee of Frelick, the catcher, as the tag comes in. Man, that's a bang-bang play at home plate. You got toughness on full display with Frelick and Moran. And the first baseman for the Hatters crashing in after the brilliant throw by Irish. And if you're Steve Trimper, you can understand play of that magnitude. You want everybody to take a look at it and see if all the I's were dotted and T's were crossed.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The runner is out. Stetson loses 1 challenge. They have 1 remaining.
1 challenge remaining for Stetson. The call is confirmed. The throw by Irish, the tag by Frelick. Moran clearly out. And for Ike Irish, how about that for a toss? The guy that started the season behind home plate as the starting catcher for the Tigers.
That's a 1-hop strike to home plate. I don't know, you never like to give away your first out at home plate.
First out of the inning goes 9-2. Hatters with runners at first and second after the single by Taylor. Give him an RBI, his 42nd of the season. And here's Griffiths. Well, the average doesn't blow you away, but his production here in Auburn certainly does. 3 hits and counting so far this weekend. Breaking ball at 71 evens the count. We've seen some interesting obstruction calls on plays at home plate this postseason. They're always controversial in nature. Two and one to Griffiths. Remember Frelick, a freshman. He's playing in the biggest games of his career. And a young career at that. Snaps across the fastball, 2-2. Fastball, slider, changeup for Samuel Dutton. Caught him looking. The punch out. Griffiths is retired.
Absolutely dotting the off-speed low. I know they're trying to give him the low pitch. Sometimes like that, you got to tip your cap.
Two away for Landon Russell. JBJ, how many times have you seen a play like that defensively spark a team?
It gets them going. It really does. Momentum is a real thing. It's contagious as well.
And it comes from your leader. This right off the pitcher into right field. Apple will come around to score to make it 4-3. Taylor now standing at third base. That went right off of Sam Dutton.
Sometimes you'll run into Russell and they completely kill the momentum.
Right off the back, the right leg of Dutton. It trickled into right field. Stetson with 2 runs in this inning. And the tying run just 90 feet away. Danny Perez. Fabian at short. Side retired. Hatters are back in it, trailing by a run. And the Tigers will bring up 4, 5, and 6.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome.
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Pedro's parents planned for adventure, but they didn't plan for him to make a new best friend. You were made to get more than you bargained for. We were made to help you save on packages. Expedia, made to travel.
the Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
All right, we want to go back to that play at the plate because I do think it's worth revisiting in the case of potential obstruction there. The defensive player, the catcher, cannot block the path of the base runner. And you see as the slide starts, the path is there. As it begins, the knee comes down with possession. So in that replay sequence, JBJ, they're going to look at that to make sure it wasn't obstruction and also to see when that tag was applied. And a great call by the home plate umpire there. The signal of out, and by the replay officials in Pittsburgh confirming the call. But you're looking at all of those circumstances surrounding that play at the plate. And of course it begins with Irish and the rocket arm delivering the strike back to home plate.
Yeah, all boxes were checked right there. Nate White was on it.
And so easy to criticize officials in any sport, umpires in baseball, softball. And more times than not, they do get it right. That was a circumstance in a big moment where they got it right, and it was confirmed by replay review. McMurray will lead things off for the Tigers. A one-run advantage. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott. And a ball and 2 strikes. Solamine remains on the bump for the Hatters. And McMurray facing that shift. Cooper tonight 2 for 2, couple of doubles, scored a run, drove in one. Inside out, swing to left field, near the track, going back, and the leaping attempt comes up empty. McMurray, another 2-bagger to lead things off for the Tigers here in the 5th.
That backside approach is working. You can tell he's trying to work towards that wall, and he's getting rewarded for it.
I mean, Apple just missed it right over the glove. All smiles for Cooper McMurray. And what a regional he's having, the redshirt senior from Tulsa, Kansas transfer. Well, the double in the second, one more in the third, and now in the 5th. Fly ball to right field here for Lucas Steele. Jordan Taylor is there. Well, you start a game, top of the 5th inning, and your team's got 6 2-baggers. Already tying a season high. You're doing something right.
Yes. You're finding gaps, and you're finding a lot of grass. Or at times, you're just hitting them down the line right over first base like Irish did earlier.
I mean, it went right over Moran. Then on top of the chalk right behind him. Here's Eric Snow. And we saw Snow last night at second base. He started this game at shortstop. And now is at third.
But as we seen earlier, that leather plays anywhere.
Yes, it does. Well said by you. Outer edge, 1-1. Now Florida State has advanced to the Tallahassee Regional Final, toppling Mississippi State. How about Duke beating Georgia in Athens? 6-3 over the number 7 national seed Bulldogs.
A lot of homers at that ballpark.
We were talking earlier today, were there 10 home runs in one game?
In the elimination game at that.
That's a lot. Ball 3. Bub Terrell waiting in the on-deck circle. laser shot to deep left. That's going to hop off the wall. McMurray coming around third base. Tigers take a 2-run lead. Double by Snow in the second. How about one more here in the fifth?
It's a doubles parade. That now 7 doubles.
New season high for the Tigers in a single game. Here's Terrell. Up Terrell. Doubled in the second, walked in the third.
Take a look back at this double by Snow. Apple with a tough read. He hesitates. Wait a little too long. The ball was hit very hard. He didn't realize that it was more than likely going to be hitting the wall.
And it was 102 right off the bat. Terrell, the right center. And a lot of talking out there. Jordan Taylor right in front of Landon Russell. Tagging on the play is Snow. He's now at third base and making sure that communication is in order between center and right field.
It's funny at times where you're thinking, why aren't they communicating? Well, I think that's credit to the Auburn fans. There's a lot of noise out there. They're hyped. Their team's up, and it makes it hard to hear your off outfielder.
And playing in front of 7,000 fans this season on the line. And of course, this is not an elimination game, but you know the importance of it. In your first 2 games in a regional, you're going to win that regional 81% of the time. That 2-0 start. The Auburn dugout wanted a balk there. You mentioned that front leg. And Snow standing at third base. But West Virginia coming back against Clemson earlier tonight. Jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Clemson rallied 5-4 late, and the Mountaineers out of the Big 12 put up 11 runs. Coastal Carolina leading ECU 9-5. That game in the 7th inning. And of course, that regional in Conway match up with this regional in Auburn. 3 balls and a strike. The freshman catcher. A freshman catcher and standout tennis player. Mentioned it yesterday. 2-time Georgia Tennis Player of the Year.
Tell you what, that footwork he has is definitely helping him out behind the plate.
Both his parents played collegiately. And there's Chase. Top player in the Peach State, accepting that award. 2-time winner. Win it 1 time, it's one thing. You win it twice, and you see the talent on the baseball field. Popped up over towards left field. And it'll be Walker. Check that. Russell makes the catch. Auburn adds a run. It's now 5-3.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Hatters offense coming to life. Go back to those first 2 innings. Dutton was dealing, and then now all of a sudden 5 hits, 3 runs, a couple of free passes, and we're back to the top of the order with Isaiah Barquette.
And they're looking to get this thing getting back started to what they've been able to do for these past 2 innings.
I do want to revisit what the Auburn fans were yelling about there for a moment. Solamine on the mound and a runner at third base. And you wondered if the Stetson pitcher paused with that front foot. We'll take a look, and it's a big deal because there's a runner at third base, and if a balk is called, it's going to bring home a run. It'll be 6-3, and it was not. A lot of chirping was happening at the time. JBJ, what did you see there?
I didn't see him come to a full stop. You know, sometimes the umpires like to mention, well, there was a change of direction. Typically that means they missed it. But
this one served right back up the middle. Barquette is aboard. Well, he drove in the first run of the night for Stetson back in the 3rd inning, his first hit of this game, and it's a leadoff single for the Hatters. Oh, he is having himself quite a weekend in Auburn, Alabama.
Getting them started right back off. What they've been able to do for these past 2 innings. They need to put together some at-bats. See if they can get the bases loaded again.
Juan De La Cruz, 0 for 2. Batting average has dipped below 300. And Barquette, a definite threat to steal. He paces Stetson in that category. 31 stolen bases this season. Auburn with a 2-run lead. This game has been back and forth really since that 3rd inning. Well, you have 16 teams eliminated today, 16 more coming up quickly. You get to next weekend, you're down to 16. Is my math right on that?
Yeah, he'll be down to 16.
You're the guy that loves math.
Yeah. There's no arguing with numbers.
You can always argue, you just may not be correct.
The reason why it's an equal sign, not a question mark, unless you're filling in the blank.
Now you're getting too deep. 2 straight out of the zone to De La Cruz. I mean, I actually minored in mathematical sciences, but I did so against my will. I didn't really want to.
Well, then,
I'm not proud of it.
You're more of a numbers guy than you give yourself credit for then.
No. I was hiding as a broadcaster in school. I didn't realize it. I didn't know.
I hit as an athlete as well.
But you knew. I mean, you were there. You won 2 national titles. You knew by the time you were in college.
Yeah, I knew before then. But
family may not have known before then.
Family may not have known.
Well, you knew. 2-2.
It always starts off as a dream. You know, a lot of people always ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, this is what you want to be. they were like, well, it's hard. What is going to be your second option? You don't ask a doctor what was they going to be their second option.
De La Cruz smacks it over to third. Could be two. There's the turn. In time. Now Eric Snow over at third base, having himself a weekend at multiple positions.
Short, second, third. Tell you what, that leather speaks for itself. Hit it to him, more than likely you're going to be out.
5-4-3 twin killing. Eric Snow flexing this Auburn infield. How big was that? You felt another Stetson rally coming. All of a sudden the bags are clean for Lorenzo Miola. Fabian. Yes. And just like that, the inning comes to a close.
You can kind of feel the tides turning right there. Huge plays. 5-3, head to the top of the sixth.
Drive up that's ready when you are. Just tap Target.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you want.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
The Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
Well, we talked about chaos around the country earlier today. How about this in Oxford? Murray State in the regional final, the 4th seed in the Oxford Regional, and Ole Miss and Georgia Tech elimination game tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. And remember, Georgia Tech skipper Danny Hall set to retire after this season. Could be his final game leading the Yellow Jackets in that matchup against Ole Miss. And 4 seeds, listen, it's happened before, advancing to that super regional round, including 3 teams that have made it all the way to the Men's College World Series. And Fresno State back in 2008 won the whole thing. It's happened before, it will happen again. Murray State could be on the verge with one more win in Oxford.
What a great run by Murray State.
The Mizzou Tigers back in 2006, led by Max Scherzer, able to do some damage that year. Back here on the Plains, Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, so glad you could be with us tonight. 9-1-2 due up first for the Tigers. Bristol Carter leads things off against a new pitcher, Ty Van Dyke.
Features a fastball, slider, split, curveball. He really loves his fastball. Has been dominant all year long. 7-0, 1.04 ERA.
Yeah, 65 strikeouts versus just the 15 free passes. He's going to find the strike zone. And of course, Stetson playing Auburn tonight. When you know Ty Van Dyke's uncle, Ben Sprague, played baseball here at Auburn. As Carter strikes out.
That's only their second strikeout on the night.
Top of the order, and Chris Rembert. And the first pitch strike from Van Dyke.
Might have been the first strike pitch that Chris Rembert has taken tonight.
He has been aggressive. You mentioned that his previous 2 plate appearances. It was dropped by Perez, but still strike 2. Van Dyke is checked in, ready to roll. Back-to-back strikeouts. Rembert is retired.
It all started off with the first 2 pitches, painting, and then just tunneling it off of that. That was nasty.
Derek Fabian had a nice play in the 6-hole moments ago. And the changes employed by Butch Thompson in this game tonight have all worked out quite well. Strike 2 to Derek Fabian. 2-run game, top of the 6th inning. Winner of this one gets to the regional final tomorrow back at Plainsman Park in prime time. An excuse me swing. And we were that close to a potential immaculate inning.
I was actually following that. Didn't want to mention it. But he is really filling up the zone.
We had one last year in College Station. In that regional featuring A&M, Texas, Louisiana. And the momentum there for that final pitch, you could feel it. Then when it happened, we all kind of looked around. As Van Dyke strikes out the side. Hatters coming back up to bat. Home half of the 6th inning. Van Dyke dealing out of the bullpen.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus, the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Hard-working camera crew, our director, Mike Ireland, grabbing the shots. Producer Park Lapine doing a tremendous job. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott, so glad you could join us here on the Plains. Landon Moran will lead things off for the Hatters. Batting cleanup again tonight for head coach Steve Trimper. And Sends this one right to the second baseman, Chris Rembert. On the move and grabbed it cleanly right out of the air.
The approach is still there for Stetson. They are handling that fastball. Happen to line that right to Mr. Rembert. But they're seeing it up, and they're getting their ace swings off.
Here's Foster Apple. Have we talked enough about the job Sam Dutton has done so far tonight?
Yes. Little different with the amount of walks, but he's been able to get out of it. He's been able to and do some double plays, which has been huge.
And the last one, 5-4-3 on De La Cruz in the 5th inning. One pitch later, frame came to a close, and I mean, it happened suddenly. Felt like a big moment until Ty Van Dyke jumped on the hill. Apple, the freshman from Chapin, South Carolina. Down a ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2. And we talked to Charlie Hickey, the head coach at Central Connecticut State. His whole goal against teams like Auburn and NC State, let's get it to the 7th inning. Let's give ourselves a chance. And be within a run or two. Blue Devils could never quite really make that happen. It was 9-5 last night against Auburn in the 9th inning. This Stetson team much more equipped with its pitching to be able to hang around and pull off something late. And with what we just saw from Van Dyke, Steve Trimper's over there thinking the wheels are turning internally. You know, a bloop and a blast would do it. And Sam Dutton has done just enough. Another line out, this time to the first baseman, McMurray.
That's the frustrating part of this game. You can have a great plan, great at bat, bad result.
And Dutton's not going to overpower you with this stuff, and he would be the first to tell you that. And that was one of the quotes that we read this week. He said, I've been a believer you don't have to throw hard to have success.
You definitely don't. As long as you're able to locate and you got a solid defense behind you, really good things will work out for you.
0-2 to Jordan Taylor. Dutton said if you actually pitch instead of throw, it's amazing how you can get guys out based off of timing and locations.
Well, he's pitching tonight. He's definitely not just throwing.
5 2/3 innings. He's given up 6 hits, the 3 runs, all earned. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts, but just that one extra bagger. Off the ricochet that bumped into Taylor. Tried to duck out of the way off the carom. Will get at least one more time through the top of the order. If not 2. Taylor stays alive. You also get the sense Isaiah Barquette, man right there, something to say. Hatters are going to try to tie this thing up late.
He's going to be in there in a big moment. Typically what happens. A big-time player gets an opportunity.
And if you're going to win a series or win a regional like this, as the number 4 national seed, he's got to come through. Crowd wants it. 2-2 from Dutton. 8th pitch of the AB coming up.
And you begin to wonder, you know, Auburn's like, hey, we're not going to let him beat us. You know, we'd rather someone else beat us. And then you have to go to that, you know, pass the baton type approach.
Full count. NC State will get the loser of this game tomorrow. And that's a fast turnaround when you consider all the mojo on your side coming into this game for both sides. NC State at home, watching, resting, and planning. Payoff pitch one more time from Sam Dutton. Strikeout number 3. Auburn after dark, and the crowd comes to life one more time on the Plains.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
At Wayfair, we get pretty excited about furniture. Around here, it's not a patio, it's patio. Oh, I love those chairs.
Shed-tastic.
Girl, you nailed it.
No, this set, it's just a couple of screws.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
5-3 ball game. The number 4 national seed Auburn Tigers leading Stetson. Top of the 7th inning. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott. We all as a crew combined to watch every single warm-up toss from Ty Van Dyke during that break, and now facing Ike Irish. What a matchup here. It's clear after he checked in out of the Stetson bullpen, Auburn unable to figure him out with those first 3 batters. And the question is why? Curveball at 74 just missed. 6'2", 255. He's got some size out there on the bump. And that delivery is, it's fair to suggest, kind of a herky-jerky motion at times. What are you seeing?
I see he has a short, quick arm. Bristol Carter, Chris Rembert, Derek Fabian, they did not look comfortable up there at all. You know, he has a fastball, like, kind of rides through the zone.
Irish to third. Barquette dug out beautifully by Moran. How many plays has he made like that this weekend?
Telling you, Moran is a smooth operator.
And that pitch sequence, tell me what you see with that release.
Curveball, he hasn't shown yet. And you got the fastball that's riding through the zone and stays on line. And Ike Irish knows it stays on line, so he tries to get on top of it right there and just beats it right into the ground.
One away for Cooper McMurray. Shift in play. Only the third baseman, Barquette, in that 6-hole. Playing McMurray to pull it to right field. Has not worked tonight. He has absolutely smashed those 3 doubles. Caught it right off his leg. Uncomfortable, a great word to describe some of these swings.
And you got a guy who's absolutely locked in right now. He has 3 doubles, and you see that fastball just gets on him and beats him. And then you see the slider swings over top of. His fastball is making his off-speed pitch look even more nasty. I don't see a comfortable at bat up there. That short arm is working.
Fastball at 93, high and tight. And Van Dyke a wry grin as he backs away for a moment. And McMurray. 4 hits so far this weekend, including the 3 doubles tonight.
You know what he kind of reminds me of? He has the same build and everything. Tommy Hunter played with the Orioles, played with a lot of teams. Just a very strong build. Start, but close out games.
Payoff pitch on the way from Van Dyke. Better effort there by McMurray, trying to time up that release. These are the moments. I want to get to Omaha. I want to make it back to the Men's College World Series. We'll find ways to produce a couple of insurance runs. Get to that regional final. And McMurray draws the 1-out walk. He's reached all 4 times.
He has another great at bat by McMurray. You see the last pitch right there. You can kind of tell he was anticipating that the previous pitch. That's why he was a little late on the fastball. He knows that Ty Van Dyke's put-away pitch is his slider.
Lucas Steele. Off the top of the roof here at Plainsman Park.
Got a little PTSD right there. That was going in the direction I didn't like.
Well, if you missed the memo on social media, Jackie Bradley Jr.'s car last night took a foul ball right off the rear window. We didn't know it until we finished calling the second game between Auburn and Central Connecticut. Walked out right behind home plate. And a massive hole in that rear window, and the ball was still sitting in the back seat. And it was fouled away by Chase Fralick, freshman catcher for the Tigers. But you talked to Chase today, and all shared a nice laugh about it, but you had to get a new rental car.
I did. Chase is the reason why my morning was adventurous. I had to run to the ballpark, wait for the guy to tow my truck.
Literally run to the park.
Yeah,
Another strikeout for Van Dyke.
I ran to the park today.
I mean, this is from last night. Fralick fouls away the pitch. We show up right behind home plate around midnight. This is what it sounded like. Jackie Bradley Jr. arriving at the scene in that rental car. The whole window basically imploded when you open the door and then shut it back to retrieve the baseball initially, and it was sitting there in the back seat. Eric Snow rolls one into right field off the seam. McMurray into third base. The throw comes in high. It caroms back into the infield. And a lot happening there. Snow ends up at second base. You want to talk about your awkward bounces right off the lip.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about how hard you hit it, but placing it in the right spot. And Taylor comes up, did not need to make that throw. He was going to be safe at third regardless. The ball was hit too slow. going through the 4-hole. Best bet is to try to keep at least one of the runners out of scoring position.
So Snow singles to right field, gets to second on the throwing error by Taylor, E9. And now the Tigers with a chance to do some big-time damage. The freshman Bub Terrell. 1 for 2 tonight with that RBI double, his first plate appearance. McMurray and Snow in scoring position. Tremendous block by Perez.
These catchers don't get enough credit. That stopped well short of home plate. Unpredictable once it gets in front of home plate.
Terrell has reached twice, 3 hits this week, and 2-1. Freshman from Alabaster, Alabama, part of the All-SEC freshman team out of Thompson High School. Considered by many to be the #1 outfielder in the state of Alabama, arriving here on the Plains. So Van Dyke battles back. It's 2-2.
Just has to be something there. You have Bub Terrell, who's in a hitter's count 2-0, late on the fastball, and then another hitter's count, just not seeing it well.
There's a quiet confidence, Bub Terrell. You can see it, you can sense it.
3 freshmen in the lineup. You can see them coming into their own. Showing you why they deserve to be here.
Bounced in front of home plate again, and Perez smothered it. 3-2. 2 outs. 2-run lead for Auburn. And the payoff. Fly ball left field. Back is Apple. High off the War Eagle wall. 2 runs will score. Terrell racing into second. Seven to 3 Tigers. Another double. Second tonight for Bub Terrell. And a season high in the 2-bag department for the Auburn Tigers tonight. Now with 8 in this game.
These freshmen are gaining experience fast. It's these big hits like this that get you primed for moving forward in the postseason.
Now Butch Thompson talked to us about making Plainsman Park an intimidating environment. He had a record crowd last night. They're right back at it again this evening. And they've been a difference maker in this game and in this regional so far this weekend. Every Stetson rally has been met with an Auburn response. Here's Fraley. Louisville still in front of Vanderbilt. 6th inning in Nashville, 3-2. Texas and UTSA and a barn burner in Austin. Roadrunners aren't going anywhere. And Dyke with a 2-0. Inside. From one freshman to the next. Terrell to Freilich. Three and one. And the payoff, called strike three. Freilich caught looking. But here comes the freshman Bub Terrell. High off the War Eagle wall, JBJ.
Yes, stand backside. I think he might have thought he had it, but he had enough to score 2 runs.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, you're so back.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Well, Auburn now out hitting Stetson 11-6. More importantly, a 4-run advantage has been reestablished. 7-3 our score back on the Plains. And Evan Griffiths will lead things off for Stetson, the ASUN champions. 7, 8, and 9. And Sam Dutton remains on the mound for the Tigers. He has gone the distance. And that pitch count now at 91. Now it's Stetson's turn. Curveball stays high and out of the zone. This crowd, despite the 4-run lead, getting a little testy.
Yeah. What happened? That's because they felt like Ty Van Dyke might have got a couple calls his way. They're hoping that Sam Dutton can get some calls his way as well.
This is the Sam Dutton Butch Thompson was hoping to see tonight. A senior, 3 years in Baton Rouge, won the national championship, won a state title here in Alabama at Westbrook Christian over in Rainbow City. Sam would tell you that best pitch, probably the fastball or the cutter. More off speed to begin this inning. Just trying to keep this Stetson team off balance. Hatters won 40 games this year. I mean, it's no fluke that they won the Atlantic Sun. 24 wins in the regular season out of DeLand, Florida. Steve Tremper was reflecting on the 2018 season that saw Stetson win a regional in DeLand, Florida. 2-2. Bounce to Fabian. One away. That 2018 team had first-round talent Logan Gilbert, still playing with the Mariners. Brooks Wilson, a dynamic closer and two-way player. Let's say he had 20 saves that season, JBJ, and was an absolute slugger. That team came within about 15 feet in back-to-back games in Chapel Hill of winning 2. And Coach Tremper said that still haunts him to this very day. As close as they were, and their top hitter, Brooks Wilson, was up to bat with runners on base, and he flew out to the warning track both times.
20 saves?
I think it was 20 saves that year. Go back, double check that for me. Double check that. Stetson 2018. Brooks Wilson, drafted by the Braves. Pitch number 100, getting set to be delivered. Sam Dutton. And it's fouled away. 1-2. Third time this year Dutton has gone triple digits. Now the NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus, the ESPN app. For more information, go to ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Was that right? I hope it was.
You are definitely right. 20 saves and 32 appearances.
That is insane.
A lot of close games, though.
Fly ball, right field. And lifted towards Irish. But Steve Tremper remembered every moment of what happened in Chapel Hill. And it's taken him, I would argue, 7 years to have the kind of team to make that kind of run again. And this team is capable. I mean, make no mistake, with what we've seen this weekend. 11-2 win against NC State yesterday, and they battled Auburn all night long this evening.
Very, very capable. They believe in one another. They're trusting the process.
Sam Dutton trusting that right arm tonight. Perez 0 for 1. Sacrifice in the third inning. Win 1-4. Grounded out to shortstop in the fourth. Mentioned Dutton, and certainly he learned a ton from Paul Skeens during his time at LSU. 3-1. His brother Andrew also a part of this Auburn baseball program. He's at Birmingham Southern now, really is giving this program everything he can. We've seen him coaching over at first base. 3-2. This crowd's getting ready to tell you a story of some kind with a payoff. And Dutton can't believe it. And that's going to bring a conversation from home plate umpire Nate White. Well, for a moment, it looked as if Nate White was going to trot out to the mound. Chase Fralick got in the way. Headed out there to meet his pitcher. Pitch came in high and tight. It was close.
Sometimes when a pitcher's coming towards the end of his night, he gets a little more fired up.
It was out of the zone.
Especially when he feels like he's getting squeezed. I felt like it was out of the zone.
I was going to say, in the mind of professional baseball hitter Jackie Bradley Jr., the MOP of the 2010 Men's College World Series.
Nate White got it. Yeah, Nate White got it right. Obviously, you got guys out there competing, and they want things to go their way. I understand, young man. There's a lot of times where I was arguing with the umpires, and sometimes you have to let them know, hey, you were right. We're human. We don't always get it right one way or the other, but umpires typically appreciate when you let them know. And vice versa. Players like it when umpires let them know when they miss a call.
Perez gets walked. Turns the lineup over for Isaiah Barquette. And let's see what Isaiah can do here. 1 for 3 tonight. Drove in a run on the ground out to second. It's the first run of the evening for Stetson. Curveball just missed, and Nate White take an extended peek out towards the mound. And you can feel the tension.
You definitely don't help your case when you're arguing with them, that's for sure.
Loudest cheer of this game may come with the first strike called in this plate appearance for Barquette. And Dutton came off the rubber for a moment, looked towards the outfield, and said something.
Got a feeling this might be his last batter. Right of the result.
109 pitches in. Lifted to right field. Irish on the move. Fair territory. Can't come up with a catch. Here comes Perez around third. The throw over to first, and Stetson makes it a 7-4 ball game. Barquette ends up all the way at second base. He continues to find ways to lift his team.
Talked about big-time players coming up in big-time moments. They tend to come up when the game is needed. He was needed there. So Stetson Hatters.
And Sam Dutton's night's going to come to a close. He's got his team in position, a 3-run lead, getting late on the Plains, and the first pitching change of the night for the number 4 seed Auburn Tigers. Baseball is back in Auburn in a real way, in a 3-run lead with a pitching change.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, you're so back.
Emotions running high back in Auburn, Alabama. Sam Dutton's night comes to an end, and the outs collector checks in. Ryan Hetzler, a sophomore right-hander.
Yes, he is called the outs collector for a reason. Fastball, slider cutter, however you want to phrase it, and a changeup. He tries to treat every single pitch like he's getting you out on that particular pitch. This is his game the rest of the way.
Jaden Hilton, the pinch hitter. The Stetson Hatters. Quickly behind, 0-2. I mean, Fralick just continues to make plays, and it's not going to show up in the box score, but his ability behind home plate in any situation. The wild pitches we've seen to the backstop, ricocheting back towards home.
Big kid who can move. Don't see that too often.
Full count. One run is in. Stetson trailing 7-4. Off the 11-2 win over NC State yesterday. And the payoff. Line towards right field. Irish, it lands right in front of him. Coming home to score is Barquette. Irish made it closer than you would have thought, and it's now 7-5.
Big time pitch hit by Jaden Hilton. Was able to work the count back in his favor. Drive the ball towards.
Sweet swing to right.
Sweet swing. Fastball middle away. Able to stay on it and drive it to right field.
Lorenzo Miola. And how about the Hatters? The hang-around team, and with a shot on the road here in the Auburn Regional. They match Auburn's 2 spot with 2 of their own, the home half of the 7th inning.
You knew they were going to go away quietly.
I want to welcome those now tuning in on Squeeze Play. The Nippatuck affair here in Auburn, Alabama. Miola down the third baseline, and that's going to be an infield knock. Miola finds a way to reach. Tying runs aboard for Stetson. Second hit of the ball game for Lorenzo Miola, the ASUN Defensive Player of the Year. Well, the Hatters finally chase Sam Dutton. And Landon Moran will be the Stetson hitter, and a pinch runner comes in at second base. Nelfi Lopez. And at second, great job as a pinch hitter for Jaden Hilton. And the wheels are turning on the Plains. Breaking ball stays high. Hetzler trying to find the zone here. His ninth pitch out of the bullpen. And he hits Moran. Tying runs in scoring position. Stetson now turning that pressure around right back to the #4 national seed Tigers. And it's the freshman Foster Apple. Had a hit yesterday in the win over NC State. 0 for 2 tonight. Did draw a walk and came around to score a run. And if you're ever at Tiford and you're talking to Ryan Hetzler here, what's the message?
He's got to get back in the zone. Got to make a pitch. All you need to do is make one pitch. You need one out. And all of this has happened after 2 quick outs.
This inning was steamrolling.
2 quick outs. And you start off with a walk, a double, and 2 back-to-back singles.
And some close plays in terms of the pitches and the last pitches that we saw from Sam Dutton. That ignited this crowd. It also has ignited the Stetson rally. Dutton in the dugout, and here's Apple. Tying runs in scoring position, off speed on the outer half. Strike one. Lopez at third, Miola at second. Moran at first base for the Hatters.
Hetzler's going to stay right there. He's going to stick with that pitch and see if he can get a reaction out of it.
The 0-2.
Pitch it up. Fastball. Trying to get up at the top of the zone. Wasn't able to make it up there. Wonder if he'll go back to that slider again.
Chop to third. Snow collects it. Steps on the bag. And the side is retired. Stetson with 2 on the board at 7-5, the top of the 8th inning. Coming up next on the Plains.
I feel that I have finally built something that I feel proud of. I feel that it was worth my money, and I know it's going to last for a long time.
Trex, America's most trusted outdoor decking.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. these are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalashvili, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Back here at Plainsman Park, Isaiah Barquette igniting another Stetson rally. That kid, he's a ball player. The jersey tells the story. For number 13, he has been everywhere tonight. 4 doubles this weekend, 3 yesterday against his old team in NC State.
Baller's ball, and he shows up at the right time in the right moments.
ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For round-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code right now. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. 7-5 our score. Winner of this game to the regional final tomorrow night. Back here in Auburn. I don't think the pitch comm is working for Perez. Have to exchange some things out here. Talk with his pitching coach, Daniel Latham. It's back to business. You know, these two teams have played extremely well to start this weekend. And it's only fitting that this game tonight, all the stakes involved. Start a regional 2-0. 81% of the time you're going to advance to the Supers the next weekend. That's what this game represents. Driver's seat in prime position to get to the Supers and then to Omaha.
A great probability. And it's the right side of the coin you would rather be on.
Lopez, the new second baseman for the Hatters, came in as a pinch runner. Well, Cruz was in that spot previously. There's Bristol Carter, who has to back out of the box. Ty Van Dyke, little cheddar.
Ball's running in, it was chasing him.
When you can hear the seams right past the ear.
At that particular point, you can almost see your life flash between your eyes.
All the memories of your first 19 years on the planet. Two and 1 to Bristol Carter, sophomore from Oak Ridge, North Carolina, also a transfer from ECU. Part of the all-AAC freshman team last year. Moran's got it at first, 3 unassisted. Hop step out of the way. Right as Carter reached the bag. Smooth operator, you've called him over at first base in front of this packed house tonight.
He knows what he's doing over there. I know his infield feels very comfortable throwing to him.
Saw that UTSA Texas score, the Roadrunners leading in Austin. I mentioned the record crowd. Saw it last night and again this evening. 7,434, the largest we've seen in Plainsman Park history. Consecutive evenings. They've been a factor. Remember, 2 and 1. Even outside the playing field here at the ball yard.
That parking deck's looking pretty packed.
It is slammed. That's the party deck.
It's the free 99 section.
Remember to right, Jordan Taylor on the top of that right field line. 2 outs for the Tigers. I mean, it It is a spectacular facility that they've upgraded.
We got a chance to walk around in between games to visually see everything that went into getting this field prepared for this regional.
And when we got the full tour with the promise of food at the end, and it worked out quite well.
Yes. Great Clay, thank you so much for the wonderful tour and the wonderful burgers.
Here's Fabian, senior from Ocala. Yeah, the total attendance these last two games, 14,801. For Stetson, home team tonight. You got 6 more outs. You find a way to get Barquette back in that mix. Ducks on the pond, while also Ty Van Dyke kind of keeps everything where it is. Because Auburn, we've seen it in these first 2 games, capable of going off at any point in time. This last 10-game run, they're averaging 11 runs per contest.
Yeah, they might not try to give him a chance. You got Mr. Lopez who entered in the game as well. Who will more likely be hitting behind Isaiah Barquette. It's a lot tougher coming off the bench, not seeing the pitcher as fresh as the other guys in the lineup are.
Cut on a miss. Fabian strikes out. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ty Van Dyke. It's a 2-run affair. Stetson back up to bat.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Building your own American Family Insurance roofline?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, you're so back.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Yeah, we can believe it. What a game this has turned out to be back in Auburn. Home of the number 4 national seed Auburn Tigers. Schopner keeping it loose down in the AU dugout. And Stetson keeping it close here on the field. 7-5 our score. Jordan Taylor will lead things off for the Hatters. Auburn with 8 doubles tonight. That is a new season high. Sam Dutton was effective through 6 2/3. And Isaiah Barquette, true difference maker. Jordan Taylor and a laser to right field. Leadoff man aboard for the Hatters. And here comes Stetson once again. 3rd hit of the weekend for Jordan Taylor.
They're clawing back every single inning. Seem to try to get something going early.
Hatters have trailed by as many as 4 runs tonight. Evan Griffiths, designated hitter. Monster lead for Taylor at first, and that's going to prompt Hetzler to check him back to the bag. You know, you and I talked a little bit during that last break, and you just get the sense this game far from over.
And Stetson has 2 innings to make a difference. 2 runs down. No, they're very capable.
And the matchup here with Hetzler certainly intriguing. First time we've seen him this weekend. Well, Griffiths, the batting average far from eye-popping at .221. But the ABs we've seen through 2 games have painted an entirely different picture. 2 hits yesterday, he scored 3 times. Lifts this one towards left field. And the center fielder, Bristol Carter, is there. Activity, double barrel action in that Auburn bullpen. Righty and a lefty staying loose. Griffin Graves and John Armstrong. And they call him the outs collector for a reason. He would love to collect 5 more here. Now I'm having to lean on that Auburn bullpen. And it's back to Landon Russell, the Alabama native from Phoenix City. 1 for 2 tonight.
Profile, I mean, he's called the outs collector for a reason. Doesn't typically profile as a closer, typically typically throws a lot harder, but he's leading the team with 7 saves.
Well, that strike zone has come under scrutiny these last 2 innings. Nate White, our home plate umpire this evening. Also spent last season with the Florida Gators. Limited action in Gainesville. 2-2. From Phoenix City, it's about 30 miles from where we are right now in Auburn. So you know, a game like this and a regional like this is going to mean a little bit more. Hatter's one of the fastest teams in the country with those 129 stolen bases. To left center. Carter is there. Ducking underneath was Bub Terrell. And there's 2 away. Some interesting moments in the outfield tonight for both teams.
Yes. Both teams really want to catch the ball. Outs are at a premium, and that's what happens when you have very athletic outfielders. Everybody feels like they can get to it. Everybody wants to make a difference.
Danny Perez batting 9th. Taylor still at first base. Continues to draw the attention. Ryan Hetzler.
Perfect 22 for 22 in stolen bases. Not only does he steal a lot, but he's very efficient.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Second-team All-A son was Jordan Taylor this year. Now, Perez was in this position just an inning ago. He drew the walk, turned the lineup over. 3 hits later, Stetson made it a 2-run game. Tigers will have Ike Irish in the top of the 9th, leading things off, followed by McMurray and Lucas Steele. Perez is retired here. That means Isaiah Barquette would lead things off in the bottom of the 9th for Stetson. But Perez sends that one into left field. Tying runs are aboard. And Isaiah Barquette will get a chance to hit. In a massive moment now for the Hatters. Pinch runner for Stetson. Sam Downey. And now Chase Fralick out to talk with Ryan Hetzler, who's now thrown 26 pitches. And Barquette, that man right there, has been in that proverbial zone. 3 doubles yesterday against NC State. 2 for 4 today. He's driven in 2. He scored a run. And another double. 4 2-backers in all so far in this Auburn regional. The NC State transfer.
Say something about Isaiah Barquette. He does not fear the big moments.
Off speed at 79. On the outer edge. Both teams with 11 hits tonight. Right back to Hetzler. Talk about the outs collector. Right in the glove. And the side is retired.
Sometimes you got to collect yourself.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity.
Oh, my
must-see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
A couple of changes to tell you about from a Stetson perspective. Salvador Alvarez, your new catcher. And Lopez has taken over at second base. Nelfi Lopez, who originally came on as a pinch runner for the Hatters. But here's the awfully big bat of Ike Irish. 1 for 4 tonight, an RBI double. He scored a run and takes inside. Ball 1 from Ty Van Dyke. Jackie Bradley Jr., Roy Philpott here on the Plains. Regional final awaits the winner of this game tonight. Irish, a charge to left field, going back, and it's gone!
Here, people talking about how they want to be like Mike. Well, at Auburn, they want to be like Ike.
Yes, they do. 17th home run of the season. It didn't take long at 104 miles an hour. Very important insurance run added for the Auburn Tigers. 8-5. And you got 6 in the last 13.
It's safe to say he's very healthy. That back, that scalp is not affecting him at all.
McMurray, Moran, and covering is Van Dyke. But just poetry in motion off the bat of Ike Irish. And pure power.
Yeah, pure power. To go over the wall that way shows you how strong he is. When he gets it on the barrel, there's not a single park that can hold him in.
Go back to his high school days. They were playing a tournament down at NC State of all places. He thought he was going to commit to Duke. Auburn entered the equation. 2 weeks later, he was on campus. It didn't take long for him to make the commitment to Butch Thompson and company. And he is Auburn through and through. They talk in these parts about Auburn family. He has loved every moment of playing here, even through the thick and thin and the roller coaster ride of last season. And look, you certainly understand the new era that we live in with NIL. Money involved. High stakes game of SEC baseball. I'm going to say Steele went around and appealed third base umpire Zach Neff. Ball and 2 strikes. But for Ike Irish, he has got something to prove this postseason. I think Ike even approved of that call. Maybe you're just good. He's got chippy here late. 8-5. Full count to Lucas Steele. Another dangerous threat. Leave the ballpark.
Giddy as the fans are when they're winning, I wonder what this place would look like if they were losing at this moment.
Up the middle. Awkward bounce, and Miola with Moran on the reach over at first base. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. A couple of all-conference performers. Moran and Miola. What about Eric Snow? 3 for 4 tonight. 2 for 3 yesterday. And extra bases all over the place.
Not to mention flashing the leather as well. He's doing it all tonight.
At second, at short, at third. In 2 games.
Complete player.
Shot to left. Apple is there. Jackie Bradley Jr. said they want to be like Ike on the Plains, and here's why. 17 home runs for the future first rounder.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
There's a kind of magic to making memories, to finding time for the little things and the big things, the new things, and the things you'll do over and over again. It's the magic of a job well done and a well-deserved day of rest, of living life to the fullest with the people you'd never want to live without. Fairway, closed on Sunday, open for life.
To the bottom of the ninth inning we go. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Stetson Hatters, trailing 8-5 against the Auburn Tigers. Alfie Lopez. Ryan Hetzler still on the mound for Auburn. Lopez, a sophomore from the Bronx. 254 and out in front. You start to think ahead of what tomorrow could look like. NC State Wolfpack awaiting the loser of this game. Strike 2. Turns out to be Stetson. It's a game that's got a little bit of juice to it. Hetzler. Strike 3.
Hetzler, 2 back-to-back filthy changeups, just dropping out of the zone, starting out in the middle of the plate, just diving below the zone.
Lopez strikes out swinging. First strikeout for Ryan Hetzler. Lorenzo Miola. And you can feel the confidence. Ryan Hetzler on the mound. Miola's 2 for 4. Had 2 hits yesterday. When you go back to the end of the 8th inning and Barquette up to bat, he lines out to Hetzler on the rubber. It was a big moment then with 2 runners aboard, but also enormous because Barquette didn't lead off this inning.
Yes, they've been doing a good job of getting their leadoff batter on the past 4 innings or so. It's huge when you're they're able to get the hottest hitter out. And not have to deal with in the next inning.
Renzo Miola, the second leading hitter coming into the weekend for the Hatters. Fastball high. 2-2. This game has had its moments. The strike zone for Auburn fans. Comebacks by Stetson. And moments ago, the home run by Ike Irish. Not to mention the 8 doubles hit by Auburn. New season high. Through the right side of the infield to Irish in right field. And with one out, Miola is aboard. Final score in the Nashville Regional, the Louisville Cardinals have defeated Vanderbilt. #1 overall national seed Commodores now facing elimination tomorrow.
It's a hard thing to do, beating the Commodores at home.
At Hawkins Field, very difficult. Here's Moran. Tying run moves to the on-deck circle. Off speed at 81 on the outer edge. Hetzler's been dialed in. Strike 2. To left field, towards the line. Terrell retreating, is there to make the catch. And the Hatters are down to their final out.
Not to be confused with the bone collector, but the outs collector is 1 out away.
Foster Apple 0 for 3. Trying to extend this game. He just wants to pass the baton. Jordan Taylor would be due up next. Runner goes. He'll reach second without a throw, and Miola in scoring position. And the Hatters are down to their final strike. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Here comes Auburn. Eight to 5, the final score, and the Auburn Tigers in the regional final tomorrow night back at Plainsman Park.
Crowd is really in it tonight. Auburn Tigers 2-0. Talked about how big it is to go 2-0 and what that probability looks like. They have a great start.
Let's take a look at our Capital One rewarding performance. 8 doubles by the Tigers. The difference in this game in the extra base hits came early and often, including Cooper McMurray with 3 two-baggers this evening. And the most by an SEC program this year. Auburn getting it done offensively.
And It makes it a lot easier to score runs when you're always replacing the guy at second base.
So the updated bracket, the Tigers in the regional final tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, and awaiting the winner between NC State and Stetson. Another elimination game tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern back here on the Plains. The loser of that game, obviously, their season comes to a close. Steve Tremper talking things over with his team out in right field. There is work to do and a fast turnaround for the Stetson Hatters. Our final score once again 8-5. For Jackie Bradley Jr., I'm Roy Philpott. We say good night from Plainsman Park.